Hope you enjoyed the first challenge. Let's have a look at the solution. So for exercise 1, the first thing you needed to do was load in the file. So I'm going to come here and load in the file. Sentiment examples, which is really just about 10 examples of sentiments. I'll open that, and you'll get a warning, which basically says you should save your files elsewhere. Okay, let's walk through the solution. First thing you needed to do was load the resources. And so I'm going to go ahead and run this cell now, and you can see how it's going through, and it's going to be importing pandas. It's going to import spaCy. It's going to do a pip install of spaCy. It's then going to download the English language model for spaCy, and then it's actually going to load that English model as well. And so once everything is loaded in, this is just a table just to remind you about the order of tasks in the processing pipeline. In exercise number 2, we're going to build a simple processing pipeline, and it's simple because you're just going to be passing in a sentence to the text variable, and that text variable will be used as part of the doc object. And then that's what you'll use to tokenize your text, to filter out stop words, to do parts of speech tagging, and to do name entity recognition. Now, I did add a few extras here, a print tokenization in front of each of these, and also a new line separation here. And this is just for readability's sake. So let's go ahead and run this and see the output. So the sentence, a customer in New York City wants to give a review, that's been tokenized. Filtered tokens, these are all the words that are not the, a, n, and that is what we see here. Part of speech tagging has been applied. You can see your nouns and proper nouns and verbs. And then down here, name entities have been recognized, New York City. And also lemmatization, where you're getting the root of the word. And so here you have New York City, and that's been applied as well. Now, the difference between exercise 2 and 3 is that one is with a simple sentence and one is with a file. And so here we're simply going to bring in the sentiment analysis file that I brought in here. And as I scroll down, this bit of code is just going to initialize some empty lists to store the results here. And then we're going to process each sentiment example using spaCy, and we're just going to store those results. The challenge basically just wanted you to take what you did in exercise 2 and do the same thing here in exercise 3. The only difference is that you are using an append method where you have to append the tokens list to token list. And you did that for tokenization. You did that for stop word removal. You would do that for part of speech tagging and named entity recognition. And then the last thing that I have here is really just to create a data frame to organize the results so that you can actually take a look at the processed data. So let me just go ahead and run this one and run this one. And here we have the results. So here is the sentiment example. Here are our tokens. Here are our filtered tokens. And here is the named entities. And here are our POS tags. And so then we could simply export the data to a CSV file and take a look at the processed data. And we'll look at the first 5 rows. And that's here in this table.